Well, good morning, it's me again. Now today, the connections inside the barn, electrical cabinet, inside the big electrical cabinet is the main connection. Now these go up into a, let me take you closer, into two connecting blocks, into the main switch, then into the consumer unit, and back out to the doors, and of course the lighting system. Right, so let me just put you back on the. Now there'll be two parts to this. Obviously there's the connections inside and the connections up the top. I won't bore you with it all bit by bit. I'll try and time lapse it or speed it up as we go. But there's one problem I've had this week. Now, these are 35mm cables that are coming in here. So, what I've done by, I've used them plenty of time, Henley blocks they're called, and they're for 35mm cable. Lovely little things. I've used them in the past on many projects and one thing or another. But for some reason, these new ones, because of all the state of the world at the moment, I presume, is they've reduced the brass on them. So then they don't fit. The cables don't go in the block. And I've even tried drilling them out just slightly. No, still won't fit the cables. Now this end of this 35mm cable is from a project I used 8 years ago on my little cottage I got down here, and it fitted the Henley blocks perfectly. But these new Henley blocks don't want to fit. So what I had to do, I had to go and buy some extra fittings. Which are these. Now you think, you get some crimps of 35mm cable, can't you? No. Can't get crimps, you've got to have these things. They got bullet attachments or something, and they're solid brass. And you solder the 35mm cable in now, and this goes into a block. Fits lovely, like that, yeah? So, these ain't cheap. 29 quid for 7. 29 quid. Now, obviously if I had my electric on, and my lathe, bit of brass, couple of 3 quid, knock them up in seconds. Can't, no electric, no lathe. So I've had to swallow the cost and do it anyway. Please follow me along till the end, be great. And if you do, don't forget, you know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Like the video, give it a thumbs up for me, I would appreciate it. Listen, I don't care if you give it a thumbs down or not, it don't matter, everything that matters. Because YouTube looks on it as an announcement sort of thing. And so they give you a count for if it's dislikes, likes, whatever have you, views. It all goes together and all makes for the channel to be built bigger. So, anyway, enough of me gambling on. Let's get on with this, shall we? Thanks for coming along. See you in a little while. So, I don't have the camera blanked out now. I'll strip the two cables back, put the two attachments on the end, and now we're going to solder them. Of course, more money, more expense. And that's one done, I'll get back to the other ones. Right, I'll let them cool off, take them all up, clean all the flux off it and everything else. We'll pop them in the connections. See a little one. Now, hopefully I ain't put too much tape on them and I can't get them in the connection hose, but we'll try. Now I've got to find some red and some blue tape there, so bear with me. And of course, you electricians out there would have seen a deliberate mistake then. It's not red and black no more. It's brown for live and blue for neutral. Of course it is. But it's brown and blue, so. There you go. Right, object now, get them in now. Let's bring it forward. Right. Now you'll see there's a brown and blue in there already. And that's where I've had the generator plugged in onto it. So I'm going to take them out now. later on I'll wire that plug up to the power, so I've got a 240 volt RAN blue plug at this end. Now there's one last thing. If you notice where the towel's coming from the main switch, there's some wires tucking into the neutral and the live. There is a reason behind that. It's because on the front of the panel there's some lights. So what I want to know is if something goes wrong in this, but I've still got lights up here, I know there's a problem from here onwards and I can check it. But if the lights go out from here, I can see the main power source from here is gone. So then I can check the other end where the main cable is. I can check that again. If we've got power there, it's obviously an outside source. Anyway, I'll whop these covers on it just to prove to you I weren't lying about the 35mm cables. On the front of these, I don't think you see it, probably not, it says, see if I can get it in close, 35mm. Anyway, not that anyone's calling me a liar, of course. Pop their covers on. Right, that's all done at this end. Now it's up the other end. I'll just, before we go, I'll turn that off. So when I make the connection that end, I can turn it all that end and then come down here and turn it on. So anyway, see you in a little while. Now I don't know if the light's any good, but we'll give it a go. That's the earth between the two cables, two brackets. That earth goes back to that, and to an earth rod in there, and an earth rod on this cable goes back to 3 earth rods back to the end. Anyway, right, see if you can place it somewhere different. Right, got to figure out that. Where shall I put the joint? On here. So we'll turn this off. Two more to do. Right, all done, all connected up. The big switch on there. If it don't go, bang. All earth there, earth to there, earth to there. Cables come. I've got some gear to go into there. So let's hope it all goes well. Then let's have a look. Turn it on. Oh well, that's good. Nothing's gone bang. Right, let's go and check the other end. Right, we're back in the barn, and as you can see, we've got 2 green lights. That means we've got power down this end. So we've got power down coming up through there, into there, and a big switch on there. Well, nothing's gone bang. Everything's there. Right, let's try the lights then. Ready? It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all 3 lights are running. Let's try the shutter doors. And no generator going. We got power to the shutter doors. Right, let's try the other one. And we got power to the other one. We're going to turn the kettle on there, see if we've got power to everything else. Right, kettle. Here we are, kettle. Let's have a look, see. And we go on. And we got power to kettle. Now while you were down this end, this is the toilet area. Now I know it don't look much at the moment. The wife keeps complaining because I've not put a wall around it yet. And I ain't cleaned the floor to it as well. Tiles down. Corner sink. Everything's there. Toilet and everything. All I do is build a little wall around it. I've got the door for it. Nice door, I managed to get that out of a skip. Anyway, everything seems to be working down here. All the lights are working, all 3 bays and the shutters. So, it's nice to have power in here again. And we can lock this end up. We don't need it no more at the moment. I don't know, we've got power, because we've got green lights there, and we'll turn them all off. Well, I'll tell you what, let's try the outside lights as well then. So, there are the 2 outside lights. Oh, one, where's the other one? Must be switching on the wrong end. Yeah, outside lights, Gera's ready. Right. Actually switched the alarm on now and everything, and CCTV cameras. Well, let's take these glasses off. Well, there you go. Might be a bit of a long-winded. I'm going to try and cut it back a little bit, fast forward and one thing or another. But I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for coming along with my videos. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time, shall we? See you later. Bye for now.